Hi, I'm Chang. I would like to share with you about the four paradigms in qualitative research design, namely positivisms, interpretivisms, pragmatisms, and critical theory. Positivisms depends on the quantifiable observations that lead themselves into the five main principles of positivism philosophy that can be summarized as the following. 1. There are no differences in the logic of inquiry across sciences. Number 2. The research should aim to explain and predict. Number 3. Research should be empirical, observable, while human senses. Inductive reasoning should be used to develop statements to be tested during the research process. Number 4. Science is not the same as common sense, and it should not be allowed to bias the research finding. 5. Science must be value-free, and it should be judged only by logic. Interpretivisms involve researchers to interpret elements of the study. Thus, interpretivisms integrates human interest into a study. Accordingly, researchers assume that the access to reality is only through social constructions such as language, consciousness, shared meanings, and instruments. As philosophy is based on the critiques of positivisms in social sciences. There are some differences between positivisms and interpretivism. The nature of the reality in positivism is objective, tangible, single. As for interpretivisms, it is socially constructed and multiple. The focus of interest in positivisms is what is general, average, and representative, as in interpretivisms, what is specific, unique, and deviant. Let's look at the subject-researcher relationship in positivisms, where it is rigid separations. As for interpretivism, it is interactive, cooperative, and participative. Pragmatism is a broad research paradigm covering many different areas, such as knowledge, language, ethics, and there are three types of different pragmatisms. Functional pragmatisms, referential pragmatisms, and methodological pragmatisms. Functional pragmatisms equals to what has been said about constructive knowledge above. Knowledge as the basis for actions. Some comments are needed in relation to how constructive knowledge can influence and improve this practice. Pragmatic research can be performed through action research. Referential pragmatism is a claim to let actors, actions objects, activities, and practices to become the primary studies objects. This follows the idea of Blumer in 1969 that actions should be the primary empirical and theoretical focus. Methodological pragmatism is concerned with how knowledge is created. Pragmatisms emphasize the active roles of the researcher in creating data and theories. Critical theory is a historical realism. It is viewed as a virtual reality shaped by social, political, cultural, economics, ethnic, and gender values that are crystallized over time. The investigator and the investigated objects are assumed to be interactively linked. Therefore, it issues the challenge towards the distinctions of the ontology and the epistemology. Its methodology is dialogic and dialectical in nature because the transactional nature of inquiry required a dialogue between the investigator and the subjects. Thank you for listening for my sharing. I hope I have made myself clear about the four paradigms.